Y'all ever have one of those moments where you just know the universe is testing you? Like God is up there with a bowl of popcorn watching your life like it's Love and Hip Hop? Well, let me tell you about the Thanksgiving that almost sent me straight to jail, therapy, and possibly hell in that exact order. My name is Kennedy Mitchell. I'm 28 years old, and up until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had my life together. Good job as a marketing coordinator, cute apartment in Atlanta, and a boyfriend who I thought was fine as hell and loyal as a golden retriever. His name was Marcus. 6'2", waves so deep you could surf in them, and a smile that made my knees weak every single time. But here's the thing about waves that deep, sometimes they're hiding sharks underneath. It was a regular Tuesday evening. I had just gotten off work early because my boss, Mr. Henderson, decided to actually be human for once and let us leave at 3. I stopped by Publix, grabbed some wine and Marcus's favorite snacks, those expensive organic chips he swears taste better than regular Lay's, and headed to his apartment to surprise him. I had a key. We'd been together for 2 years. We talked about moving in together. We had a whole vision board and everything with pictures of us in front of houses we couldn't afford yet, but, manifestation and all that. I walked into his apartment singing Beyoncé because that's what you do when you think your man is about to appreciate your spontaneous romantic gesture, and headed straight to his bedroom because I could hear his shower running. Now, y'all, let me tell you what I saw when I opened that bathroom door. Marcus was in the shower, and he wasn't alone. There was a whole entire woman in there with him. A whole woman, washing his back like she was auditioning for a Dove commercial. And not just any woman, this was the girl from his gym that he always said was just a workout buddy and that I was tripping for being suspicious about. The three of us just stood there for what felt like 17 hours, but was probably only 5 seconds. Water running, steam everywhere, my heart in my stomach, his eyes wide like he'd just seen a ghost. Her looking between us like she was trying to figure out if she could squeeze past me and escape. And then Marcus, this man, had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say, "Baby, this isn't what it looks like." I just stared at him. "Oh? So you're not in the shower with another woman? Y'all practicing social distancing in there, 6 feet apart? Show me the tape measure, Marcus." He scrambled for words. The shower girl, I later found out her name was Simone, which I didn't ask for, but okay, just grabbed a towel and tried to slide past me. I stepped aside because, honestly, she wasn't the problem. She was just a symptom of the disease that was Marcus's inability to keep his hands to himself. Kennedy, I can explain. Explain what, Marcus? Explain how you're naked with another naked person in water? That's just called showering with someone else, baby. That's a whole activity. Y'all had a whole plan. He tried to step out the shower, dripping everywhere, making his hardwood floors all wet. It just happened. Just happened? You just fell into the shower together, tripped and landed on each other? Your clothes just disintegrated? Make it make sense. But I didn't stay to hear his explanation. I grabbed my purse, my dignity well, the pieces of it I could find, and left. But not before I took his phone, which he'd left on the bathroom counter, and texted his mama, "Your son is a cheater. Sunday dinner is gonna be awkward." Petty? Yes. Necessary? Also yes. The next 3 weeks were a blur. I blocked Marcus on everything, deleted every picture, burned the hoodie he left at my place. Okay, I didn't burn it. I donated it to Goodwill, but spiritually I burned it. I cried. I ate my weight in Popeye's chicken. I called my best friend Janae every single day to tell her the same story like she hadn't heard it 47 times already. "Girl, I still can't believe he big." Kennedy, baby, I know. You've told me multiple times. We've processed this. We've been processed this. At this point, we need to move on. But moving on is hard when your heart's still doing the cha-cha slide with your emotions. One day I'm fine. The next day I'm in the grocery store crying because I saw his favorite cereal. Then came Thanksgiving week. Now, Thanksgiving in my family is not just a meal. It's an event. It's a production. It's basically the Olympics of Black family gatherings. My mama, Carol Mitchell, starts planning in October. She has a spreadsheet, color-coded by dish, by person responsible, by what time things need to go in the oven. My family is big, too big, if you ask me. There's my mama and daddy, my 3 brothers, Terrence, Michael, and Junior, my grandma, who we call Big Mama, my aunts, uncles, cousins, second cousins, people who aren't even related but been coming so long they might as well be. It's chaos in the best way. This year, Thanksgiving was at my parents' house in Stone Mountain. They have a big house with a dining room that barely fits everyone, but we make it work. We always make it work. I volunteered to bring the mac and cheese because that's my specialty. My mama's recipe passed down from Big Mama with 4, count 'em, 4 different types of cheese. It's the kind of mac and cheese that makes grown men cry and propose marriage on the spot. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I was in my apartment grating cheese and listening to my I'm Over It playlist, which was just Beyoncé's Lemonade album on repeat when my phone rang. It was my Auntie Cheryl. Now, Auntie Cheryl is my mama's younger sister. She's 45, looks 30, acts 21, and has the relationship history of a reality TV star. She's been married twice, engaged 4 times, and has had more boyfriends than I've had hot meals. But we love her because she's funny, generous, and always brings the good wine to family functions. Kennedy, baby. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, Auntie. I'm good, just making my mac and cheese for Thursday. Oh, good, good. Listen, baby, I need to tell you something, and I need you to not freak out. My hand stopped grating. In my family, don't freak out means absolutely freak out because what I'm about to tell you is insane. What's up, Auntie? So, I've been seeing someone new, right? I mentioned him to your mama a few weeks ago. Real nice guy, got a good job, handsome, treats me real good. Auntie, that's great, but what does this have to do with me? She took a deep breath. Well, baby, I'm bringing him to Thanksgiving dinner. And, well, it's Marcus. The cheese grater fell out of my hand. I'm sorry. Come again? It sounded like you just said you're bringing Marcus. My EX Marcus. The Marcus who cheated on me. That Marcus? Now, Kennedy, before you say anything, Auntie Cheryl, are you out of your whole entire mind? He didn't tell me he was your ex until last week. We met at the gym 3 months ago, and we just hit it off. He's so sweet, Kennedy. He opens doors, he pays for dinner, he's respectful. 3 months ago? Auntie, I was still with him 3 months ago. There was silence on the other end. Auntie Cheryl, are you telling me that while I was in a relationship with this man, he was also talking to my auntie? My blood relative? Kennedy, I didn't know. He never mentioned he had a girlfriend. And when he finally told me last week that his ex was named Kennedy, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until he showed me a picture. I was pacing my apartment now, cheese forgotten, mind absolutely blown. And you're still bringing him to Thanksgiving? After finding out he's my ex? After finding out he cheated on me? Baby, I know this is complicated, but I really like him. And he said, y'all just weren't compatible, that it was a mutual thing. Mutual, Auntie? I caught him in the shower with another woman. More silence. He said it was a misunderstanding. I laughed. Not a happy laugh. The kind of laugh that comes right before you commit a crime. Auntie Cheryl, I love you. But if you bring this man to Thanksgiving, I cannot be held responsible for my actions. I'm talking about flipping tables. I'm talking about throwing sweet potato pie. I'm talking about giving Big Mama her blood pressure medication before I say what I gotta say. Kennedy Mitchell, you are being dramatic. We are adults. We can handle this maturely. Plus, I already told your mama I'm bringing him, and she said it's fine. Mama knows? Yes. And she said, and I quote, if Cheryl wants to bring her little friend, she can bring her little friend. Kennedy is grown and can handle herself. Oh, so Mama was on that energy? Okay. I hung up the phone and immediately called Janae. She answered on the first ring. What happened now? Girl, you are not going to believe this. After I told her the whole story, Janae was silent for a solid 30 seconds. Then she just said, Kennedy, this is the most Black family drama I have ever heard in my life, and my cousin brought her ex-husband's new wife to Christmas last year. This is insane. What do I do, Janae? I can't sit at a table with this man. I can't break bread with someone who broke my heart. And with my auntie, it's giving Alabama. First of all, don't do Alabama like that. Second, you got two options. Option one, you don't go. You stay home, order Chinese food, watch football, and avoid the drama entirely. Can't do that. Mama would kill me. Plus, I already made the mac and cheese. Okay, option two. You go, you hold your head high, you look absolutely stunning, and you show Marcus exactly what he lost. You walk in there like Beyonce at the Super Bowl, like Michelle Obama at the inauguration. Like, I get it. I get it. But Kennedy, for real, you gotta be the bigger person here. I know it's hard, but going off on him in front of your whole family ain't gonna make you feel better. Trust me. She was right. She was always right. But that didn't mean I had to like it. The next 2 days, I tried to mentally prepare myself. I did meditation. I watched YouTube videos about handling awkward family situations. I even called my therapist for an emergency session, and she basically said the same thing Janae said. Be mature, be graceful, don't let him steal your peace. But the night before Thanksgiving, while I was doing my hair, I had a thought. A terrible, wonderful, absolutely petty thought. Marcus was vain, like really vain. That man spent more time on his hair care routine than I spent on my entire skincare routine. He had specific products, expensive products that he used religiously. Leave-in conditioner, curl cream, edge control, oil sheen, the whole nine. His waves were his pride and joy. He literally referred to them as the wave gods, like they were deities. And I still had a key to his apartment. Now, before y'all judge me, let me say this. I'm not normally a vengeful person. I believe in karma. I believe in taking the high road. I believe in being the bigger person. But sometimes the bigger person needs to do something small and petty to feel better. And that's exactly what I was about to do. At 11 p.m. on Wednesday night, I drove to Marcus's apartment complex. His car wasn't there. He was probably at Auntie Cheryl's, which made me want to gag so the coast was clear. I let myself in, went straight to his bathroom, and looked at his precious hair product collection lined up on the counter like soldiers. I grabbed his leave-in conditioner, his curl cream, and his edge control. Then I went to CVS Shout Out to 24-hour stores and bought 3 bottles of Nair hair removal cream. Y'all, I went back to his apartment and carefully, methodically replaced the contents of his hair products with Nair. I made sure the consistency looked right. I made sure the smell wasn't too different. It was diabolical. It was calculated. It was art. Did I feel guilty? A little bit. Did I still do it? Absolutely. I drove home, took a shower, and went to bed with a smile on my face for the first time in 3 weeks. Thanksgiving Day arrived, and I woke up feeling like a new woman. I did my hair, pressed it bone straight, and curled it at the ends. I did my makeup full face, highlight popping, lips glossy. I put on my outfit, a burnt orange midi dress that hugged everything that needed to be hugged, with some cute ankle boots. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a heartbroken woman. I saw a woman who was about to walk into chaos looking like she owned it. I grabbed my mac and cheese, got in my car, and headed to my parents' house. The house was already packed when I arrived. Cars lined the street. I could hear music playing Frankie, Beverly, and Maze, because that's the official Thanksgiving soundtrack in Black households. I could smell turkey, greens, dressing, and about 15 other dishes that were going to have me in a food coma by 6 p.m. I walked in, and immediately my mama spotted me. Kennedy, baby, you look beautiful. Bring that mac and cheese to the kitchen. My daddy gave me a hug. There's my baby girl. You doing okay? He knew about Marcus. My daddy wanted to handle it, which in dad language means he wanted to commit violence. But my mama talked him down. I'm good, Daddy. I'm great, actually. My brothers were in the living room watching football and arguing about plays. My cousins were running around. Kids were screaming. Big Mama was sitting in her chair directing traffic like she was an air traffic controller. It was perfect chaos. And then the doorbell rang. My mama went to answer it, and I heard her voice. Cheryl, girl, come on in. And this must be Marcus. My stomach dropped. I walked to the foyer, and there he was. Marcus, standing in my parents' house, with my auntie, his arm around her waist, both of them smiling like they were on a Hallmark movie. But something was off. Marcus was wearing a hat, a fitted cap pulled down low, which was weird because Marcus never wore hats. He said they messed up his waves. Kennedy! Auntie Cheryl came over and hugged me like nothing was wrong. Baby, you look so pretty. Marcus just stood there, looking uncomfortable. Hey, Kennedy. Marcus, I said, my voice ice cold. My mama was watching us like a hawk. My daddy had appeared in the doorway, arms crossed. My brothers had turned away from the TV and were now staring. The entire house had gone quiet. Well, my mama clapped her hands. Let's eat, everybody, to the dining room. The dining room was packed. We had to bring in folding chairs. I made sure I sat as far away from Marcus and Auntie Cheryl as possible. I was between my cousin Nikki and my brother Terrence. My daddy said grace, and we started passing dishes around. Everything was going surprisingly smoothly. People were laughing, telling stories, complaining about work, talking about Christmas plans. And then my Uncle Jerome, who has absolutely no filter, said, Marcus, man, why are you wearing a hat at the dinner table? Carol, you letting people wear hats in your house now? My mama looked at Marcus. Oh, baby, you can take that hat off. Make yourself comfortable. Marcus shifted uncomfortably. Nah, Mrs. Mitchell, I'm good. I got a little cold, trying to keep my head warm. A cold? My brother Michael laughed. Man, it's 75 degrees outside. Auntie Cheryl rubbed his arm. Baby, just take the hat off. You're inside now. I'd rather not. Marcus, take the hat off, my daddy said. And when daddy says something, you do it. Marcus slowly, reluctantly reached up and removed his cap. Y'all. His hairline had receded, like dramatically. The front of his hair was completely gone, just smooth, bald patches where his waves used to be. The sides looked patchy, like someone had taken random chunks out. The back was trying its best. The entire table went silent. Then somebody, I think it was my cousin Dante, said, Yo, what happened to your head, man? Marcus's hand immediately went to his head. His eyes went wide. What? What do you mean? Auntie Cheryl gasped. Baby, your hair, Marcus. What happened? I used my products this morning like I always do. And then it hit him. He turned and looked directly at me. I was sipping my sweet tea, trying my absolute hardest not to smile. Kennedy, he said slowly, did I what, Marcus? I blinked innocently. Did I break into your apartment and replace your hair products with Nair? Me? That's a serious accusation. Do you have proof? The table erupted. Nair? My brother Junior started laughing so hard he almost fell out of his chair. She put Nair in your hair stuff? Kennedy, that's wild. Kennedy Mitchell? My mama tried to sound stern, but I could see her fighting a smile. Did you really? I don't know what he's talking about, Mama. I've been minding my business, making mac and cheese, living my life. Big Mama, who had been quiet this whole time, suddenly started cackling. That's what he gets, coming in here after cheating on my grandbaby, and with her auntie. The nerve, the audacity. Big Mama, Auntie Cheryl looked mortified. It's not like that. Cheryl, hush. Big Mama waved her hand. You wrong for this too. Dating your niece's ex? What's wrong with you? There's a million men out here, and you pick the one that hurt your brother's daughter? The room was chaos now. Everybody was talking at once. My daddy was trying not to laugh. My mama was scolding me, but also kind of proud. My brothers were roasting Marcus mercilessly. My cousins were taking pictures. Marcus stood up, his face red with embarrassment and anger. This is insane. Y'all are just gonna let her get away with this? She vandalized my property. Prove it, I said calmly. You got cameras? You got witnesses? Or you just mad because your precious waves are gone and now you looking like you got a bad case of alopecia? Kennedy, Auntie Cheryl stood up too. I know you're hurt, but this is too much. He didn't deserve this. Oh, I'm hurt? I stood up now and my voice got serious. Auntie Cheryl, do you know what it's like to plan a future with someone, to trust them completely, and then find them in the shower with another woman. Do you know what it's like to question everything, every moment, every I love you because you realize it was all a lie? The room got quiet again. And then, to find out that while you were with me, he was also talking to my auntie, my family, someone who's supposed to protect me and have my back. Y'all both betrayed me. So yeah, I put Nair in his hair products. And you know what? I'd do it again. Tears were rolling down my face now. But I wasn't sad crying. I was angry crying, releasing crying. His hair will grow back. My trust, my ability to believe people when they say they love me, that takes a lot longer to heal. So excuse me if I'm not sorry for my petty revenge. Auntie Cheryl had tears in her eyes too. Kennedy, I didn't know. I swear I didn't know until it was too late. And then I thought maybe we could all be adults about it. Adults? My mama stood up now, and when mama stands up, everybody pays attention. Cheryl, baby, I love you, but you're my sister, so I gotta keep it real with you. This was wrong. You knew better. Once you found out Marcus was Kennedy's ex, you should have ended it. Period. You don't do that to family. You just don't. She turned to Marcus. And you got some nerve coming in my house after what you did to my daughter. I don't care if Cheryl invited you. You should have known better than to show your face here. Now you sitting at my table with a jacked up hairline looking like a used Q-tip. My brothers lost it. Even my daddy let out a laugh. Marcus grabbed his hat and put it back on. I don't have to take this, Cheryl, let's go. But Auntie Cheryl didn't move. She was looking at me, really looking at me, and I could see the guilt on her face. Marcus, you should go, she said quietly. What? You should go. I'll catch up with you later. I need to talk to my family. Marcus looked around the table, realized he had absolutely no allies here, and stormed out. We heard the front door slam. Auntie Cheryl sat back down and put her face in her hands. I messed up. I really messed up. Big Mama reached over and patted her hand. Yes, you did. But that's what family does. We mess up. We own it. We fix it. My mama sat back down too. Cheryl, you're my sister and I love you, but you put your relationship with a man over your relationship with your niece. That ain't right. Kennedy is blood. Marcus is just... Marcus, Auntie Cheryl looked at me. Kennedy, baby, I am so sorry. I was selfish. I was thinking about what I wanted, about how he made me feel, and I didn't think about how this would hurt you. I should have ended it the moment I found out. I should have chosen you. I sat back down, and Janae's words from earlier came back to me. Be the bigger person. Auntie Cheryl, I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't hurt. It does. But I also know you. You got a good heart. You just make bad choices sometimes when it comes to men. She laughed through her tears. That's the truth. But here's the thing, you're family. And yeah, what you did was wrong, but I'm not gonna lose my auntie over a man who wasn't worth keeping anyway. His hair will grow back. Our relationship can too. But we gotta rebuild trust. Real trust. She nodded. I'll do whatever it takes, baby. I promise. Big Mama raised her glass. Well, now that that's settled, can we please eat this food before it gets cold? Carol worked too hard on this meal for us to let it go to waste over some bald-headed man. And just like that, the tension broke. People started laughing again, passing dishes, talking. My cousin Nikki leaned over and whispered, "Girl, you are iconic. Nair, that's Hall of Fame level pettiness." We ate, we laughed, we told stories. My Uncle Jerome did his annual terrible karaoke performance of Giving You the Best That I Got. My daddy fell asleep on the couch by 8 p.m. like he does every year. The kids ran around hyped up on sweet potato pie. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, I realized something. Marcus didn't deserve my anger anymore. He didn't deserve my tears. He definitely didn't deserve my top-tier mac and cheese. What he deserved was to lose his hair temporarily and learn a lesson about treating people right. Later that night, after most people had left and I was helping my mama clean up, she pulled me aside. Kennedy, baby, I'm proud of you. For putting Nair in his hair products? She laughed. No. Well, maybe a little. But I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself, for knowing your worth, for choosing to forgive your auntie even though you had every right to stay mad. That takes strength, baby. Real strength. Mama, can I be honest? Always. I don't feel strong. I feel tired. I feel like I wasted 2 years on someone who didn't value me. I feel stupid for not seeing the signs. My mama cupped my face in her hands. Listen to me. You are not stupid. You love someone with your whole heart, and that's never stupid. He's the one who messed up. He's the one who lost something valuable. You're gonna be just fine. Better than fine, you're gonna be great. I hugged my mama and let myself cry. Real tears this time. Healing tears. The next morning, I woke up to 47 text messages in the family group chat. Mostly memes about Marcus's hair. My brother Michael had created a whole PowerPoint presentation titled The Ballad of Marcus's Waves, a Tragedy in 3 Acts. But there was also a message from Auntie Cheryl. Kennedy, I meant what I said yesterday. I'm sorry. I love you. Let's get brunch next week and really talk. My treat. And I promise, no more dating your exes. I'm officially retiring from the dating scene until I get some therapy. I smiled and texted back, I love you too, Auntie. And yes to brunch. But you better pay because I'm ordering everything on the menu. About a week later, I was at Target buying trash bags because adult life is glamorous like that when I ran into Simone. The shower girl, Marcus's other woman, we both froze in the cleaning products aisle. Kennedy, she said. Simone. Awkward silence. Then she said, look, I know I'm probably the last person you want to see, but I need to say something. I didn't know about you. Marcus told me he was single. And when I found out the truth, I ended things immediately. I'm really sorry for my part in hurting you. I studied her face. She looked genuine, uncomfortable, but genuine. I appreciate that, I said. And for what it's worth, I don't blame you. I blame him. He's the one who lied to both of us. She nodded. Yeah, he did. And between you and me, his hair situation is karma at its finest. I heard about what happened at Thanksgiving through the grapevine. Legendary. We both laughed. Take care of yourself, Simone. You too, Kennedy. As I walked away, I realized something. Holding on to anger was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Marcus had already taken enough from me. I wasn't going to let him take my peace too. 3 months later, I was thriving. I got a promotion at work. I started going to therapy regularly. I joined a book club. I went on a few dates, nothing serious, just reminding myself that there were good men out there who knew how to act right. And Marcus? Last I heard, he was still trying to grow his hair back. Auntie Cheryl officially dumped him after Thanksgiving, saying she couldn't be with a man who hurt her family. He tried to sue me for emotional distress and property damage, but his lawyer took one look at the case and basically laughed him out of the office. The moral of this story? Well, there's a few. 1, don't cheat. Period. It's not worth it. The karma is real, and sometimes it comes in the form of hair removal cream. 2, family is complicated. People mess up. They make selfish choices. They hurt you. But forgiveness, real forgiveness, isn't about excusing what they did. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of anger. 3, your worth is not determined by who chose to leave. Your worth is determined by who you are when you choose to stay. Stay true to yourself. Stay kind. Stay strong. And 4, never, and I mean never, mess with a Black woman's mac and cheese or her heart, because she will find creative ways to get you back, and you will deserve every bit of it. As Big Mama said at Christmas dinner 3 months later, while Marcus was noticeably absent and I was noticeably happy, baby girl, you learned one of life's most important lessons. You can't control what people do to you, but you can control how you respond. And honey, you responded with style. She raised her glass, and the whole family toasted. To Kennedy, my daddy said, who taught us all that the best revenge isn't just living well. Sometimes it's living well and being a little petty. Just a little. We all laughed, clinked glasses, and dug into the food. And somewhere out there, Marcus was probably looking in the mirror at his slowly growing hair, wondering how he fumbled someone who made mac and cheese that good. His loss. Literally. Like this video if it touched something in you. Subscribe if you want to hear more stories about what it means to be human, to be family, and to choose love even when it's complicated. I'll see you next time.